Welcome back, children. Let us continue our banking chapter. In my previous classes, I have explained you the formula, the concept, and how to solve the different types of sums that come under this chapter. Okay. Now there is one more type in this chapter. So today I will be showing you that. Now let me read the question first. This is a very important type of question because it is very practically useful. I was telling you, I don't know whether you remember or not, that you can plan what you want to buy after 2 years, and accordingly you can save in monthly installments, so that at the end of that period you get the amount which you want to spend in buying some asset. So this is a similar question. This is my 7th question. Till now I have done 6 questions, and this is the 7th question. Mr. Bajaj needs rupees 30,000 after 2 years. What least money in multiples of rupees 5 must he deposit every month in a recurring deposit account to get required money at the end of 2 years at the rate of 8% per annum? So now that means basically the maturity value, expected maturity value for Mr. Bajaj is 30,000, and after how many years? After 2 years. So we know the expected maturity value is rupees 30,000, and this he wants after 2 years. So n is 2 years, which has to be converted into months. So 2 into 12, that is 24 months. So we know the maturity value. This is similar to our sums, where previous sums, where we know the expected value, we know the maturity value, we know the number of months, that is the time for which the recurring deposit is open, and the rate, and we have to find out the monthly installment. Here also it is same thing. Only thing is, it is how much we have to find out that Mr. Bajaj will have to deposit. So expected maturity value is 30,000, n is 24 months, and the rate, that is R, is 8% per annum, right? So now, according to our formula, the maturity value is equal to, what is our formula? Maturity value, of course, as I told you, MV is not allowed. We tend to write, but please children, do not write that, it won't be acceptable. Now, so maturity value formula is P, that is our monthly installment, into N plus I, right? This is the formula for maturity value. Now from this formula we can calculate I. I told you, I'm just revising once again. So I is equal to maturity value minus Pn, that is P into N, right? So I is equal to maturity value is 30,000 minus P we don't know, so let it remain as P, but N we know, that is 24, right? So according to this, I is this, but as per formula, I is equal to P into N plus 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 12 into R upon 100. You remember this formula, children? So as per this, I is what? This earlier what we did, earlier we found out I using this formula, that is maturity value is equal to P into N plus I. From that we got I as this. Let us give it as equation 1. Now we are finding out I in terms of the formula, another formula, that is this. So I is equal to P into N is 24, N plus 1 is 25 upon 2 into 1 upon 12 into R upon 100. So let us simplify. 12 ones are, 12 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 ones are, 25 ones are, 25 fours are. Okay. So now I is equal to, we have this P anyhow, and here. I forgot to substitute the value of r here. R we already know, so p into r is now 8. Okay, I forgot to substitute here, so I am substituting now. Upon noun we have only 4, right? The others all got cancelled. Now this 4 ones are, 4 twos are, so ultimately we have I is equal to 2p, right? Understood? So after here I forgot to substitute r as 8, so now I substituted, so final version is 2p is equal to I. Okay, so now let us give this equation 2. Now 1 and 2 both are actually equal because both are giving us I, so both we can equate. So from 1 and 2, we have what we have. According to 1, I is 30,000 minus 24p, and according to equation 2, I is 2p, right? So this implies 30,000 we keep here and send minus 24p there, so 2p plus 24p, so it implies 30,000 is equal to 26p, right? So it implies p is equal to 30,000 upon 26. So when you calculate, when you divide, you get p as 1153.846. if you divide, you will get it. Okay, so now in decimals you are getting. So if you round it off, this will become, because they want in multiples of 5, so p is equal to, this will be once you do it, it will actually, when you round it off, this will become 1154. So amount of monthly installment in multiples of 5 they want. Okay, so in multiples of 5 means this, the nearest to this is 1155, so multiples of 5 is equal to rupees 1155. This, did you get it? Actually for 30,000 he can do monthly 1153.8485, but that we rounded off, it became 1154, but they want in multiples of 5, so amount of monthly installment in multiples of 5 is rupees 1155. So this is the answer, right? Now I have done all the different types of sums for you. I have solved it. Now it is time for you to solve. So homework. Now for homework, I would like you to do, let me start with a very simple question. Okay, this is the first question of exercise 2b. Pramod deposits rupees 600 per month in a recurring deposit account for 4 years. Rate of interest is 8% per annum. Find the maturity value. So children, you do it, and for cross checking I am just giving you the answer. Your answer must tally to rupees 33,504. So do it and cross check whether your answer is correct or not. Okay, then the next question you try on your own. Unless you try it out you will not know whether you have really understood or not. If you don't get, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. The next question I am writing down, where you have to find out. This was a direct question, this Pramod one, where you have to directly find out the maturity value. Now the next variety is where you have to find the rate. So you do this as homework. Gopal has RD account and deposits rupees 900 per month for 4 years. If he gets rupees 52,020 52020 as maturity value, find the rate of interest. Right, so you have to find out the rate. Here you are given the maturity value, also is given, n is also given, monthly installment is also given. Now do it yourself, and the answer is 10%. Answer is 10%. Okay, so you may start solving these in your notebook. I'll give you one more different type where you have to find out the time period. Okay, I'll be writing it. In the meantime, you can start solving these sums. Now the third sum is where you have to find the number of months. I'll be reciting it very soon. Let me. More questions are on finding the rate, finding the maturity value. For finding n, I'll look for okay, now I got where you have to find out n. Okay, Meena has a cumulative deposit. This is also RD only, as I told you. CD, cumulative deposit account of rupees 340 per month, of rupees 340 per month at 6% per annum. So monthly installment is given, rate is given, and if she gets rupees 7157, that is 7,157 at the time of at the time of maturity. This is from R.S. Agarwal textbook. Find the total time for which the account was held. Okay, so this type of sum also I have done. Here you will get a quadratic equation which you will have to solve, right? So just for your help, hint I am giving you. If you arrive at the quadratic equation correctly, then you can solve it easily. So what all data is given to you? 340 rupees is monthly installment, R is 6, that is P is 340, R is 6%, and maturity value is 7157. So what you have to find is, you have to find N. Now the quadratic equation turns out to be N square plus 401N minus 8420 is equal to 0, and the answer you will get as N is equal to 20 months. Okay, though in the boards finding this question is not very often asked, but still you must know this also. You must practice this type of sums also, because you never know, you may get it. Okay, now I will repeat one more the same type which we have already done. Here again the same thing, number of months you have to find out. So Kavita, this is also from R.S. Agarwal. Kavita has a CD account in a bank. Whether they call it cumulative deposit account, whether they call it recurring deposit account, whether they call it cumulative time deposit account, all mean same. So don't get confused just by the name. You have only recurring deposit in your syllabus. Okay, now she deposits rupees 800 per month and gets rupees 16,700 as maturity value. If the rate of interest is 5% per annum, find the total time for which the account was held. For which the account was held or opened. Account was held. Now again, here again I am giving you the hint. You have to arrive at the quadratic equation n square plus 481n minus 10020 is equal to 0. You may refer to my previous class example where I have solved this type of question. Okay, so and the answer that you must get is 1 second, I am giving you. Answer that you must get is 12 months. Sorry, you have to get 20 months. This is 12th question. Answer is 20 months. Okay, if you get stuck anywhere, you may ask and I will clarify. Okay, keep practicing. I'll give you more questions, right? This is a board question. This came in the year 2008. David opened RD account in a bank and deposited rupees 300 per month for 2 years. If he received rupees 7725 at the time of maturity, find the rate of interest. So in the boards, what I observe is they are mostly asking the rate or the monthly installment or the maturity value. That is a direct question. N number of months they are rarely asking, but definitely you must practice the number of months type of sums also. Okay, at the time of maturity, find the rate of interest per annum, and the answer for this is 7% per annum, right? If the answer doesn't tally, if you get stuck up, you can refer to the method how to solve it from the previous sums and then do it again, right? Then I'll give you one more question for you to practice, that is where you will be asked, I'm looking for a question where you are asked to find the monthly installment. Okay, I got it. Peter has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 4 years at the rate of 10% per annum. He gets rupees 6,370 as interest. Mind you, you have to be very careful whether it is given interest or maturity value. Here is what the children tend to make silly errors, taking it as maturity value. If it is interest, you have to take the interest. He gets rupees 6,370 as interest on maturity. So you must be careful. This is interest and this is not maturity value given. Find monthly installment, that is you have to find out P. Okay, monthly installment and the amount of maturity. Amount of maturity. So in this question you have to use the formula of I I is equal to P into n plus 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 12 into R upon 100. In this formula, you know I, you substitute the value of I, you know the value of R, you will substitute, you know the value of n. What is n? 2, n is given as 4 years, so 4 into 12, 48. So you substitute all these values and solve for P. So you will get monthly installment, and then finding the amount of maturity is again easy. You have to use the formula Pn plus I. Okay, so the answers are: monthly installment is rupees 650 and amount of maturity is rupees 37,570. Right? Let me see if I can give you one more question. This is another board question which came in the year 2012. Very direct question. Just try it out. This came in the year 2012. Kiran deposited rupees 200 per month for 36 months in a RD account. If the rate of interest is 11% per annum, find the amount she gets on maturity. Direct question. You have everything. You know monthly installment, you know n, that is 36 months, you know rate 11%. So using the formula you can find out the maturity value, and the answer for this is rupees 8421, that is 8421. Okay, the more you practice yourself, the better for you. Okay, so now try this question. This is also a board question. Mr. Gupta deposited rupees 2,500 per month for 2 years. So here also you know monthly installment, you know n. At the time of maturity, he got rupees 67,500. So this is the maturity value that he got. So find the total interest earned by him and the rate of interest per annum. And answer first one is rupees 7,500, and answer for the second question is 12%. I think if you solve these many sums on your own, you can be rest assured that you know all these sums. So practice well. You may redo the sums that I have solved on your own for practice, and you will have to first solve these 8 questions and those sums which I have solved for you. Together you will be really perfect in this chapter, banking. So thank you children for listening to me, and I hope you understood this lesson and you will be able to solve the questions on your own. Thank you for watching. Take care. God bless you.